today we are going to harvest a whole year worth of onions. Also, we're going to harvest some shallots. Behind me is the glorious gladioli heaven. So I am very soon going to shoot garden tour because I cannot wait to show you what the garden looks like. It is my heaven. So if you're interested, you are welcome. We are in a garden today. Warm welcome back to Blue Zone Homestead. Also in this vlog, I would like to show you my freeze-drying disaster. We've done some freeze-dried milk and it's gone okay and not. Also filling up pantry shelves, and we're going to show you the sweet dill pickle success. So enjoy the vlog, friends. I'm not sure if you can hear that buzzing, but this side of the tunnel we are going to harvest the onions, and the other side is a borage jungle what my honeybees and bumblebees are absolutely love, and it's covered. It is going to be a dry week, so we are going to harvest the onion. I'm going to leave it for a few days, probably just here on the top of the ground, and then we are going to put it on a drying rack for a couple of weeks. I forgot to harvest this, and then we are going to thinking about how we're going to process all these beautiful onions, a year's worth of onions. So we are going to leave some fresh, probably by the annex, by the potatoes somewhere. We are going to freeze dry some. We are going to make onion powder, or similar things what we've just done with the garlic. And I'm sure I'm going to come up with some other recipes as well. So, but for now, I'm just using this little tool, and I'm just going to remove the onions and just sit the onions one by one on top of the soil here. These onions are overwintered onions, the sanshui. I've been growing these onions now for a few years and I absolutely love it. They actually store quite well, and they always give me an absolute fantastic harvest and tastes delicious. So I'm definitely going to grow them again this year for next year. So it's similar to the garlic. I'm going to put this in the ground in about October time, and we're going to harvest the following year about July time, like now. I could have left this until all the foliage of the green foliage goes dry completely out here and then harvest it, but because we are having such a wet summer so far, I just really don't want them to rot in the ground. So I will going to dry this on a drying rack, and that's gonna be just fine. The soil, it's still quite damp. It looks dry on the top, but it's quite damp in deeper in. But this week we're gonna have a beautiful week, so that's the perfect time to harvest. This one's gone to seed, same than this. So that's just a perfect example. When the onion goes to seed, that's what's happened. So these won't be good now. We might able to have a little bit of it, but not much. And when it's going to seed, it looks this beautiful flowers, smells oniony, insects love it, and when these little flowers dry completely, they're gonna be a little tiny black seed inside, so we can actually sow seeds and grow our own onion. What we might try actually next year. So these ones what's gone to seed, I'm gonna take to the house and we're gonna use the up first because they won't store at all. The onions are absolutely gorgeous. So we are by the sweet pea and bean tunnel, and on this side they're absolutely fantastic. And they are, most of them are actually totally dyed back, the green tops, so they are pretty much ready for storage. I'm going to leave it for a few days just to dry in here on top of the soil before we're going to put them in storage. We also got some red variety. That's the sanshui, that's the yellow. We've also got some red variety as well actually. And we've got some potatoes in here. Volunteer. Look at all these potatoes. Look at all these tiny potatoes there. Wow. I've not grown this potato for years and years, and it's still coming back from somewhere. What I leave behind. So funny, honestly. The sweet pea smells gorgeous. This one's gone to seed. Remove this. Wow, some of these are absolutely massive. Look at this, how beautiful they are. Oh wow. Can hear the bumblebees buzzing on the sweet pea. Let's harvest the shallots next. I'm amazed what one shallot bulb can produce. Look how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So plant one bulb and get 6 shallots. Isn't that just wonderful? And this is such a lovely size as well in here. Wow. this one's got smaller, but look how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Look at my garden buddies. They are just having a chill time. I am so excited about the quince. That tree I'm only harvested about a few years ago, and look at them. I cannot wait to harvest these. Right, we're on a freeze drying project next. So one just finished, and freeze dried milk is we just took it out. It's right there next to us, and I'm cleaning this out because I'm going to use this up for the other freeze dryer what actually didn't work. I was actually hoping that it might froze the product and I can then just transfer the frozen milk to the working freeze dryer and just carry on doing the project. But look what I've just noticed in here. Oh dear.
Right, so this one is not even frozen over yet. And this is now gonna be a challenge for me because I filled these trays up to the rim. So to transfer it to the other one, I'm not sure if this is now gonna work. Oh, let's go for it, friends.
I really wanted to try to freeze dry milk so we can make condensed milk with it, but it just didn't really work out. But never mind. I'm sure with a little bit of practice I can work on it. But I need to look into this freeze dryer because I think I've got refrigeration problem. So as soon as we fix it, as soon we can use it again.
Okay, one tray is done. I have managed to. I've only done a little spill, but I've managed to move all 4 trays from the broken freeze dryer to the working freeze dryer, and now I've started the new batch. All the rest, what is done, the 4 trays of freeze-dried milk, now it's in a kitchen. I'm going to process it in there. Let's go. The jars are now cooled down completely. It is in fact the next day. So let's check the seal and transfer all these lovely sweet dill pickles to the pantry. All sealed well. I'm just taking the rings off. We don't need that to store these lovely jars. I've just got wet cloth, so literally we're just going to wipe those jars a little bit and we're going to label them. So we're going to write on it what's in there and when we've done it. So I'm going to put this on the top of the lid. Sweet dill pickle, Mum's recipe 2024. I am challenged when I go to the pantry to find home for these jars because the pantry is still so full from the previous years, and what we have already done actually this year, we have done quite a bit, and it's only mid-July. You know, we've done compote and jams, we've already done some pickled gherkins. So yeah, it is filling up, friends. But yeah, this is now all done. I just give a few minutes until these jars, especially the lids, now dry. And with marker pen, I'm just going to write down what's on it and the year. And we take this to the pantry. Sweet dill pickle, July 2024. Aha! I've just made one mistake because one had beans in it, so I have to find it. Good job, I just remembered. Just make a note that these are beans. Alright, so I have now put the jars, the sweet dill pickles, right next to the other pickles what we've just made. I need to actually, I just see I haven't labeled these, so actually I'm just gonna grab the marker pen now and I'm going to label it now because this is our dishes. So, because we've still got some from the previous years, I don't want it to get too mixed up because this one hasn't got a date on it neither. So yeah, I'll do that right now. But so far we have done so much already. Yeah. So after the basil, the freeze-dried milk is done. The one batch, other one is now in a freezer. Gherkins in a pantry, labeled. I am going to make out of this condensed milk. I've never made condensed milk before from scratch, so today is the first time. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to, or attempt to, move all this in this jug first. I crunch it with my hand, and I'm going to put this in a plastic tub because we're going to use this up today. So let's try this. What it tastes like. Just like powdered milk. Delicious, sweet, amazing. I am so excited to try to make condensed milk because I still buy condensed milk in bulk from Amazon or shops because I do use a lot. Wow. Okay. So put in this little baking parchment paper. It actually helped, I think. It's really easy to then remove the powdered milk. And I'm going to discard this now probably. Oh, it tastes delicious. Let's try a bit more. So good. This is so good. I remember as a kid, my mum used to have powdered milk at home. We used it at home as well. And sometimes I just, went to the cupboard and just had a little teaspoon of it. I loved it. I love the taste. And this, honestly, it reminds me of that. It's so good. Right, I'm just gonna do the same with all the rest of the 3 trays. I'm going to wash these trays and put it aside for the next batch, whatever we're going to do next. And I crunch this up. I'm going to put this in this vessel.
Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today, and see you very soon. Bye, friends.